I'm in the zone when the big blocks rumble. Slide in the slick, watch the quick line crumble. MDiTV got the heat in the tunnel. Boost in the stream, better tighten that buckle. Dirt flying, wide tires grinding. Slide job city, full send, no hiding. Modified beast, you can't fake that tone. It's a full barrel growl and it shakes your dome. Big block, we bring the thunder. Big block, straight out of the under. Big block, tear up the clay. If you ain't built tough, better get out the way. From Brewerton down to the Port Royal gates, I'm shifting fate when I rotate plates. Got torque in the veins and hate in the dust. It's checkers or wreckers and slide we trust. I ain't here for a cruise or a cameo. I'm throwing sliders like Mario. Red flag rage when I rage the show. Tech with the flow when the wheels go roll. Big block, full send savage. Big block, dirt track havoc. Big block, hear that scream. Built not bought, it's a racer's dream. Shout out to the warriors in the pits. Wrench turners, heat burners, slide with the blitz. MDiTV, yeah, we lit on stream. When the big blocks roll, you know what it means.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week 10 action at USA should be a wild one here tonight. Looks like Caleb Durgan currently at the top of the boards. Brandon Barnhart, Ben Jolly, Matthew Watts, Damian Ward, your top five. As we get ready for tonight, guys, we could see an upset. This track has been known for it, but we could also see a lot of chaos. I think E-Bill having a little bit of bad luck last time we were here. Will he get some better luck here this week as these guys are out on the track? It is going to be 50 laps tonight for the main event. All right, make sure you guys like, share, follow, and give a comment. You forgot my name. It's James, Brian. It's James. Get her done, E. All right, looks like we got about 20 seconds left here in practice, and we are going to get ready for qualifying here tonight. Looks like we got a solid field, 24 cars here tonight in the top split big block opener as these guys are set to do battle here tonight. 50 laps. We are going to be sending 6 drivers home here tonight. It's going good. It's going good. You don't have to look. I don't remember people. I'm horrible with people's names, so you won't ever get judged by me by forgetting a name. All right, these guys about to get on the track right now. Who's it going to be here tonight in qualifying? Let's see who's going to be our first victim to jump out there on the track. All right, I hear Brandon Barnhart pulling out on the track right now. Let's go check out Brandon Barnhart in the 101 as he's going to be the first one to take the track here tonight. Go ahead and switch that ticker up to quick time. I forgot to go all the way live on TikTok. Let me go ahead and fix that. You'll remember now. Either way, I would never, I wouldn't think twice about it if you couldn't remember. I am horrible, absolutely horrible with names. Well, I used to be a lot worse. I've worked on getting better. Laboon putting the tags out there as Brandon Barnhart going to jump out there with a 21.892 to set the tone here tonight in qualifying. How about this? We got Dylan Yeager out on the track in the number 48. Might see a couple of Yeager bombs. Why is it showing the time so many times? There we go. All right, so Yeager out there about to complete lap number 1. Will he top Barnhart as he comes out of turn number 4? Yeager gonna go third quick with a 22.264. That is definitely not the time he's looking for. Is Cudney. Lingron gonna go out there with a 21.921. See Robinson out there, Damian Ward out there. Caleb Durgan was quickest in practice, I believe. Facebook is lagging. It looks good on my end. I'm going to double check. Let me see if it was showing it was lagging on my end real quick. Oh, there was a lag spike. Should be good now. All right. It might have been when I turned on TikTok because I forgot to turn that on a little bit ago. As Caleb Durgan going to go third quickly with a 21.902. Trevin Lane now at the top of the charts with a 21.862. Let's go see who else is out on the track right now. We got Curtis Griffin out there. No, it was me. I looked. It showed that it spiked. As Griffin going to go 22nd quick with a 22.448. Tyler Yurdon and Matt Schaefer both out on the track. Schaefer's about to finish. Oh, he's going to run out of time. Yurdon not going to get it. And we are going to get into heat race number 1. I almost kind of can't wait for us to go back to 8 o'clock start times. All right, let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it is going to be the number 17 of Trevin Lane. Outside of him in the 101, it's going to be Brandon Barnhart. Starting in the number 2 and the number 3 spot on the inside of row number 2, it's going to be the 914 of Ben Jolly. Outside of him in the number 14, it's going to be Ethan Bill. I like that, Ethan. Oh, look who's made an appearance in the number 19, starting inside row number 3. It's going to be Mike Augustine. Outside of him in the number 48, it's going to be Dylan Yeager. Starting inside row number 4, in the number 14 machine, it's going to be Tyler Hampton. Outside of him in the number 1 machine, or 11 machine, it's going to be Matthew Watts. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 12 machine, it's going to be Trey Pasica. Outside of him in the number 26, it's going to be Michael Swank. Then starting inside row number 6 in the number 60 machine, it's going to be Kevin Robinson. And outside of him in the number 83, did not get his lap in, it is going to be Matthew Schaefer. All right, we got these guys out on the track. What's up, Petey? Tanner, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Mayo says, let's go. What's up, Mayo? You going to run the late model stocks with us later, bud? So I've been trying to make a habit of running a little bit more. I may or may not, and I might do members only, start going live over on YouTube with some of my races. If you guys like that kind of stuff, make sure you guys go follow the Facebook or YouTube page at MDiTV now if you have not already. Probably do a little bit of my own content. I'm probably going to start it with members only to keep the chat a little bit lower for me. Tanner, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that over on TikTok. Mayo's going to run with us later. Nice. Oh, everybody's going to be pissed. Ian Martin, I'm not. I told him to do it, but Ian Martin has applied for the league, so we might get him out there tonight. All right, these guys going to get ready for the green flag this time Trevin Lane's going to throw me off with that number 17 machine. I was going to say Durgan. As they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3, Trevin Lane going to lead him to the green flag this time by Richard. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Turn up the car sounds a little bit as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Trevin Lane into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to lead the way. He's got Barnhart all over the back of him. Those two are going to go single file. Ethan Bill, Ben Jolly, Dylan Yeager. They've thinned it out 3 wide with Augie in the middle. Big save out of Hampton in the 14. Down into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to jump back out to the front. Still single file as Yeager has gone down to the bottom side in that number 48. Yeah, no, Ian does. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Schaefer and Hampton going to have issues in the back. Schaefer into the outside wall. He's going to get going back straight as we move back up to the front. It is going to continue to be Trevin Lane leading the way out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Lane's going to continue to lead. Barnhart working a little bit lower on entry at turn number 1 and 2. But it's definitely cost him as he's got E-Bill all over the back of him out of turn number 2. E-Bill looking to put the pressure on that number 2 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out front, Trevin Lane leads the way. It is going to be 3 laps complete. We got 5 laps to go as they come across the line. Right now, it's a little bit of single file. Follow the train and turn number 1 and 2. Yeager had to back out of it. Almost gets into the back of Jolly as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Let's go take a peek at this battle for the number 4 spot. Dylan Yeager will. Oh, no. Watts into Yeager. Watts into the inside wall. Contact out of turn number 4. Oh, Yeager ran a little bit of a cut down, and Watts absolutely set it in there. Gets into the side of Yeager. Definitely cost Watts a transfer spot as he is now back into the number 10 spot as we move back up to that battle for the number 4 position into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to keep it single file for now. We need this track to slick it out. It is not too racy right now as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Draft does play a role here. Hard to pull away as Trevin Lane continues to lead down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 2 laps to go at the line for Trevin Lane. Barnhart in second. Ethan Bill, Ben Jolly. Barnhart going to send it in deep into turn number 1 and 2. That's going to cost him. Here comes E-Bill to the outside. Ethan's going to try to get that outside, but good run out of turn number 2 for Barnhart. He's going to keep the number 2 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be white flag this time by for Trevin Lane as they come across the line. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Barnhart looking down low. Digs it in hard. E-Bill to his outside. Out of turn number 2. Drag race now for the number 2 spot. E-Bill in a good position as they head into 3 and 4. Barnhart going to toss it in. E-Bill going to roll it to the outside. It's going to be Trevin Lane leading the way as they come out of turn number 4. Who's going to get second? It's going to be Barnhart at the line in that number 2 spot. E-Bill, Ben Jolly, Dylan Yeager, Michael Swink, Mike Augustine, and that is it. Going to the feature. Everybody else off to the LCQ. Man, the LCQ is going to be absolutely freaking nuts with some of these names we're going to have in here as we get ready for heat race number 2. All right, they're going to line them up on that front row. We're going to go ahead and pull it up. It is going to be the 100 of Drew Alton starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. Outside of him in the number 17 is going to be Caleb Durgan. Starting inside row number 2 in the Money Mat Machine, it is going to be Joey Lingron. Starting outside of him in the number 25 machine, it is going to be Kenny Gudney. Starting inside row number 3 in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Outside of him in the number 9 machine, it's going to be Joseph Matthews. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 32 machine, it's going to be Damian Ward. Outside of him in the number 2, it's going to be Cal Rudy. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 18 machine, it's going to be Aaron Rockefeller. Outside of him, oh, did Laboon do a throwback? Let's go back and take a look. He's got the 11. It is going to be the number 11 of Jordan LaFon. Then starting inside row number 6 here tonight in the number. Why is it not showing up? It should be showing up. See if we can get it to refresh. For some reason, it is not showing his paint. It is going to be the number, it should be number 304 of Curtis Griffin. Then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be Tyler Yurdon, I believe, in the number 7. Come on, Trading Paints. What you got going on here tonight? I literally had Curtis Griffin's paint in the last one, and I don't know why it's not showing in the practice. I don't know why it's not showing here. But we got him stacked up down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. See if he catches up back here. Waiting for these paints to catch up. Not sure what's going on here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. What's up? What's up? What's up? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Drew Alton leading the way down into turn number 1 and 2. What's up, Daredevil? As they head into turn number... Oh, so he is in the Larry White machine. That is going to... Lindgren's going to be in the Larry White machine. I guess a refresh did a whole lot of good as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out front, Drew Alton going to lead the way. Caleb Durgan in second. Battle's going to be for that number 3 spot as Lindgren looking up underneath Durgan. Can't do anything with it. Here comes Cudney to his outside. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Cudney going to run the high side. He's going to rip that top side down the back straightaway. Somebody tell Lindgren he is running the wrong paint to be running on the bottom side as they head into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to move up to the top with the rest of the field as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be all Drew Alton out front, pulling away as Damian Ward going to make his way around Joseph Matthews into 1 and 2. Cal Rudy going to dive up underneath Matthews. That is the battle for the transfer spot. Right now, the 9 of Matthews is in. What's up, Debbie? Let's go, Damian, she says. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be 3 laps complete. Oh, a little bit of contact between Brundage and Ward. Ward's going to get back in line down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Joey Lindgren going to cut the grass down on the bottom side of 1 and 2. That's going to cost him as he hit the bump out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway as Brundage is now starting to breathe down his neck as we got big issues down the back straightaway. Cal Rudy is going to pay for that one. Big issues down the back straightaway as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Now Drew Alton continues to lead as we are halfway through. Caleb Durgan in second. Cudney in third. Lindgren, Brundage, Ward, and Matthews are in the feature as it stands right now. They just need to be clean as it looks like Rockefeller a little too far back to do anything as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Cudney starting to breathe down the neck of that number 17 out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, but Durgan's going to pull him down the back stretch into turn number 3. Cudney going to send it in deep into turn number 3. Gains a lot of ground as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 2 laps to go. Lindgren trying to fight for that number 4 spot. He's got Brundage and Ward. Ward going to dive up underneath Brundage as they come out of turn number 2. We got issues in the back of the pack. Oh, maybe not. As they head into turn number 3, it is going to be white flag this time by as the ticker definitely screwed up. One more lap for Drew Alton as they head into 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Big run for Caleb Durgan out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for the checkered flag. This time by Durgan. He's going to knock Alton up the track. Opens the door. Out of turn number 4. Looking for the line. Big run for Alton. They touch down the front straightaway. Drew Alton's going to take the win. And he race number 1. Caleb Durgan in second. Cudney, Lindgren, Brundage, Ward, and Matthews going to the feature. What a finish for us to watch. Man, Durgan gave him the business and Alton gave it back. What a finish in heat race number 2. And we got a lot more racing to go as we are going to jump into the LCQ here tonight. It's about to get spicy. Oh. Well, I don't know. Durgan's talking something about sucking off Drew Alton. Or no, the number on the side of his car is going to get sucked off. I think that's what he said. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it is going to be the number 12 of Trey Pasica. Outside of him in the number 18 machine, it's going to be Aaron Rockefeller. Starting inside. I know he is. Look, I didn't hate either one of it. That was fun to watch. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 60 machine, it's going to be Kevin Robinson. Outside of him in the 304, it's going to be Curtis Griffin. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Matthew Watts. Outside of him, let me see if I got it right yet. In the number 7 machine, it's going to be Tyler Yurdon. Starting inside, row number 4. In the number 14 machine, it's going to be Tyler Hampton. Outside of him, in the number 2, it's going to be Cal Rudy. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in the number 83 machine, it's going to be Matt Schaefer. And outside of him, in the Classic 11, it's going to be Jordan LaFawn. Honestly, they're mad, but that was a great finish. I'm not mad. They can be mad, but we're not mad. Honestly, you know, I kind of look at it like Durgan gave him the business and Dalton gave him it back, and, you know, both of them made the finish, first and second. Wasn't that big of a deal. But they think it is.
I just wanted some clarification on why you intentionally steered it left and annihilated me down the straightaway. But it's okay, Drew. What goes around comes around like a hula hoop, buddy. Thinking about blowing you.
All right, we are looking for the green flag. As you can hear, it getting a little spicy in the race chat. As they look for turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Top 4 transfer through. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Trey Pasica going to send it down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Aaron Rockefeller down to the bottom. Battle for the lead. Can't get it to stick. Slides back in line on turn number 2. Robinson going to sit in that number 3 spot. He's got Griffin just behind him as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Pasica, if he can keep it straight, he's going to lead lap number 1. Yeah, I don't know. It was what it was. I didn't see Durgan's as a big deal either. The left down the straightaway, I guess the bumper and just didn't expect to get doored. Is what it is. Down into turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be Trey Pasica leading the way. Rockefeller second, Robinson in third. Robinson with a little contact from behind, gets sideways on turn number 4. He's got Griffin all over the back of him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Watts down low in that number 11 as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Battle for first person going home between Yurdon and Watts as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, looking for the line. Here comes Griffin. Griffin up underneath Robinson. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Griffin trying to give himself a little bit of cushion. Remember, what's up, Braden? Remember, when we got the dirt rebuild, the first time we went to USA, Curtis Griffin stole the win away from the field, started at the back of the pack, and ended up taking the W that night purely on tire management as him and Robinson make contact down the front straightaway. He's going to be in a very similar position here tonight as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. If he can transfer in, Yurdon's going to have a say in that as he gets to the outside of Griffin as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Rockefeller might have made contact with the wall out of turn number 4. Great battle for the transfer spot as Robinson is now out. Griffin in the number 3 spot. Here comes Yurdon down low. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Battle for that number 3 spot down the back stretch. You're not going to get back in line. Yes, I will be running that. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Rockefeller has to bind it up. He's got a little problem there in 3 and 4 on entry. Will he be able to get that figured out here tonight? It has almost cost him twice now as he's got 4 more laps to go here in the LCQ as Watts is going to use up Robinson. Robinson is now out of a transfer spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact for third. Robinson spun him. Robinson wrecked him. And he wrecked himself. What a fucking moron. What a moron. He just took himself out. If you're going to wreck somebody, don't wreck yourself. All right, battle for the lead as we got a battle for the number 3 spot. Griffin in the number 3 spot. Yurdon in 4th. Whole lot of less pressure here, but I'll tell you what, Schaefer wishes there was more as they come out of turn number 4. Oh my God, I got to go look at this. I mean, I'm not saying Watts didn't deserve to get contact after that, but he is going to send it in and absolutely trash himself. You can't send it in like that. He just wrecked himself. Oh my God. All right, back up to the front. Trey Pasica going to lead the way. Rockefeller in 2nd. Battle for that number 3 spot. Griffin's going to hit the bump. Almost slides up the track as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Griffin's going to get back in line. Battle for the number 3 spot. White flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Pasica going to take the B main win. Rockefeller, Yurdon, and Griffin, your top 4. They're going to the feature here tonight, and definitely some drama in the LCQ. Wow. I can't believe it, Robinson. You can't wreck yourself when you do stuff like that. All right, we're going to get ready for tonight's main event. All right, we all know what time of the night it is. It is time for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 17 machine, it is going to be Trevin Lane. What's up, Larry? Outside of him in the number 100, it's going to be Drew Alton. Starting inside, you know, that one's not Durgan, just so you know. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 101, it's going to be Brandon Barnhart. Outside of him in the number 17, it's going to be Caleb Durgan. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 14 machine, it's going to be Ethan Bill. Outside of him in the number 25, it's going to be Kenny Cudney. Starting inside, row number 3 here tonight in the 924, it's going to be Ben Jolly. Outside of him in the number 99L, it's going to be Joey Lingron. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number 48 machine, it's going to be Dylan Yeager. Outside of him in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Starting inside, row number 6 in the number 27 machine, it's going to be Michael Swank. Outside of him in the number 32, it's going to be Damian Ward. Starting inside, row number 7 in the number 14 machine, 19 machine, it's going to be Mike Augustine. Outside of him in the number 9, it's going to be Joseph Matthews. Starting inside, row number 8 in our B main warrior, it is going to be the number 12 of Trey Pasica. Outside of him in the number 18, it's going to be Rocky Aaron Rockefeller. Starting inside, row number 9 here tonight in the number 7 machine, it's going to be Tyler Yurdon. Outside of him in the 304, it's going to be Curtis Griffin. About to be 50 laps here tonight as they come down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. It is going to be Trevin Lane leading the field in the yellow number 17. Durgan will be in the black one as they head into turn number 3 and 4. What's up, Hackett? As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, it's a dead heat as Alton goes to the bottom out of turn number 2, but can't pull off the turn as it's going to be Lane down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Lane going to be up on the high side. He's going to hit the cushion as we got issues in the back. Nope, they're just juggling positions as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. And it's going to be Lane leading lap number 1, but grab the wall down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, Durgan's going to hit the bottom side out of turn number 2. Gives a little bit of a cut down in front of Barnhart as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Alton. Alton peeking for the lead as Lane continues to lead as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Oh, battle is starting to get heated up for the lead. It has definitely been heated up for third on back. Here comes Alton. Alton tries to slide. It's not there. He's going to hold it back. Slides back into the number 2 spot. Cudney and Durgan battling out behind this battle as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Alton trying to keep with Lane as Lane continues to lead the way out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He is going to lead lap number 3. Here comes Alton once again. Is he going to clear the slide? Does not try to as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. I thought Alton had the room. He decided against it. Might be a smart move by him as he shoves it in hard into turn number 3 and 4. Might have clipped the inside wall as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 4 laps complete. Durgan's starting to get in a rhythm behind these guys. He's going to get up underneath, jumps the little bump down there in the grass as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway, it's still going to be single file for the top 2 as Cudney is peeking to the outside of Durgan. Durgan going to ship it into turn number 3 and 4. Alton up high. A little bit of drama in heat race number 2 between these two, but keeping it clean so far as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan going to roll the bottom. Alton up high as they come out of turn number 2. Lane's going to continue to lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Alton to the bottom side of turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of defense by Lane trying to pinch him down. Both slide up the track. Here comes Durgan looking for 3 wide out of turn number 4. He's going to get up underneath Alton, but can't get up underneath both of them. They're going to be 3 wide into turn number 1. 3 wide as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, it's going to be Trevin Lane leading the way. They're going to get back single file down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Man, Durgan is breathing all over Drew Alton as they head through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Battle for second definitely starting to heat up as they're neck to neck into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Durgan hard into turn number 1 and 2. Nowhere to slide as he's got to keep it down on the bottom as they come out of turn number 2. Falls back in lane in that number 3 spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be all Trevin Lane so far as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Alton back to the bottom now out of turn number 4. Tries to find a little speed. Might have looked good as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Alton back to the bottom. He's going to slide it up the track this time. Trevin Lane gets on the binder, cuts up underneath, crossover by Lane. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Lane's going to lead him right up into Alton. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Alton's going to keep it straight. Lane down low. Alton up high. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Give that lead back to Lane at the line. They touch again into turn number 1 and 2. Lane going to slide up the track. Big cut down by Drew Alton out of turn number 2. Lane's going to be stuck up high. Durgan nowhere to go. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Alton back. He's going to slide him into turn number 3 and 4. Takes that lead back. Here comes Alton looking back low, but Durgan's even lower as they come out of turn number 4. Alton's got it that time by. Great race up at the front. Durgan's going to go for the slide for the number 2 spot. Slides up in front of Lane. Takes the number 2 spot. Lane back down out of turn number 2. He's going to fight back to the bottom as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Stays in line. Has to get on the binders. Almost in the back of Durgan into turn number 3. Wow, he had his hands full as they come out of turn number 4. That's going to open the door for Cudney. Cudney going to get up underneath Lane into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to keep an eye on that battle for the lead. Definitely a little bit of a little rivalry brewing tonight between Alton and Durgan. We're going to see where that leads as they head into turn number 3 and 4. 12 laps complete when they come across the line this time by. Durgan's going to start looking down to the bottom of turn number 3 and 4. Can't find the speed. Alton's going to continue to lead as he runs slider in 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Drew Alton going to continue to lead the way into turn number 3 and 4. So Drew Alton going to a slider. Durgan's going to roll the bottom in 3 and 4. Will it be what he needs? Not able to do anything with it. Let's take a look at the lap times this time by. It looks like Drew Alton just a tick quicker that time by as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Staying nose to tail through 3 and 4. Starting to pull away from the field is the top 2. Alton's going to stay low this time out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Let's take a look at these lap times. Who was quicker that time by? It was Alton once again as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So Alton keeping the pace right now as Durgan's going to sit behind him. Durgan may be playing a little bit of tire management right now. We're going to see how that works out by the end of this one. Only 15 laps into the main event here tonight. That means we got 35 to go as Durgan hits the wall in 1 and 2. Oh, Durgan's going to hit the wall. That's going to give Drew Alton a ton of breathing room. He is now out front by 0.6 of a second as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, you got to wonder if Durgan did anything to his car there. Will it affect the rest of his race as Rockefeller has issues in the back? He's going to take the tow. No caution flag as we got a battle for third place as Cudney up underneath Lane side by side on a turn number 2. Cudney looking low on Lane, has to get back in line. A little bit of contact into turn number 3. Cudney going to knock on that back door as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for that number 3 spot definitely starting to pick up. Lane trying to hold onto it. Cudney all over the back of him, and Cudney knows he needs to go. He's got some good drivers. He's got Barnhart, Lingeron, Bill all behind him. Oh, big bobble out of Cudney. Big bobble out of Cudney. That's going to open the door. They're going to be 3 wide out of turn number 4. Barnhart tries to come out ahead as they head into 1 and 2. Yeah, that's the Larry line, Lingeron. That's the line you're supposed to run if you're going to run that car. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Battle now for the number 4 spot. They are all closing back in on Lane as there's contact. Barnhart into the back of Cudney. That's going to open the door for Lingeron. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. They're all kind of spread out. Durgan is slowly creeping in on Alton. He is a little bit quicker, almost 1/10 quicker than Alton that time by as he continues to close the gap. He is definitely closing in on Drew Alton. Now 0.5 of a second as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. Let's take a look at the lap times this time by. Yeah, he's running about 1/10 quicker than Drew Alton right now. Drew Alton maybe babying it a little bit, or Caleb Durgan just a little bit quicker, maybe even sniffing the drive. I'll tell you what, Alton did pull away from him a little bit this lap. Let's take a look at the lap times when they come across the line this time by. Alton definitely a tick quicker than Durgan that time by as they head into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Let's go back to this battle back here. It looks like Cudney is closing back in on Lane as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. So field pretty spread out right now. Ben Jolly really the only one back here running the ball. Oh no, E-Bill going to go down low. Looking for a little bit of speed through 1 and 2. Back up to the front. Durgan trying to close the gap on the 100 of Drew Alton as they come out of turn number 4 across the line. 23 laps complete, closing in on the halfway point of this one. Remember, guys, don't go anywhere. We will be going to Lernerville for the super late models after this one. Hopefully we don't get a bunch of cautions here at the end because we are definitely cutting it close. This is a big track. Takes a little bit of time to complete, so we might get in there for heat race number 1, hopefully over there with the supers. Durgan is there. Durgan has caught him. 0.2 of a second gain last time by, and he is all over the back of Drew Alton as they come down the back straightaway. Drew Alton continues to lead the way, but Durgan has found a little bit of speed, especially in 3 and 4 right there. I think that's where he's gaining a lot of speed as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. 1/10 quicker once again for Caleb Durgan. He's got him within 0.2 of a second as they come down to turn number 2, down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. This battle definitely starting to pick up the pace as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Durgan's going to roll that bottom so good. He is one of the best at rolling the bottom, but that time he's going to lose some time. Let's see how much he lost. He lost about 0.2, or almost 0.2 of a second, about 1.5 as Drew Alton continues to lead. This battle for third is definitely looks worth watching as Trevin Lane is now getting closed in on by Kenny Cudney and Brandon Barnhart as they come out of turn number 4. And look at this chaos as E-Bill has worked his way back up into 6 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, he got the grass, pushes up the track. Here comes Ben Jolly. Jolly going to look down low out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. They're going to get it back single file as they head into turn number 3 and 4. This is chaos, utter chaos right here. And this battle, we got a battle for the lead as Durgan trying to look up underneath Alton as they head into 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan all over the back of Alton. There is no separation between these two now as they head into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there. Durgan's going to knock on the back door of Alton as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Drew Alton leads the way, 29 laps complete. We're going to get a caution flag here. Caution flag comes out. All right, let's take a look and see what might have happened here. Oh, okay. What happened? All right, so we're gonna take a look here. I think that Lindgren just gets the wall there, gets into Augie. Nowhere for Brundage to go. They're just gonna pile in, big wreck into turn number 3 and 4. Couple good cars back here caught up, and we get the caution flag for the first time here tonight. This is going to be interesting. And here's another question. You know, it did look like Durgan was starting to come up on Drew Alton. Alton's going to have some time to cool off his tires here. Could be an advantage to him as we are going to be at, I think, 30 laps complete when we take the green flag. So far, some pretty good racing in this one. What's up, Braden? As they come across the line, it is going to be 1 to go yet. Is it 1 to go? Nope. We're going to have 2 laps to go. Will be 1 to go next time by. Right now, it's been the Drew Alton show. Durgan's definitely about to make it interesting, though. All right, getting ready for some more green flag action here as they're going to get the 1 to go this time by. Should be 1 to go at the line. It is. Lies. All right. It's going to get interesting here. Durgan was definitely picking up the pace a little bit on Drew Alton. The lap times haven't really been falling off. They've run pretty solid laps, at least Durgan has. And we're going to see what happens here. Who has been saving and who has not. Oh, Durgan's going to make it fun. You know, Alton's doing a good job, but Durgan is so good at keep maintaining those tires. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here as they look for the green flag this time by. Could these two get together? That is a very real possibility, too. As the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be Drew Alton leading the way. Durgan in second. They're going to go single file into turn number 1 and 2. That's exactly what they want. As Cudney digs to the outside, he's going to take the number 3 spot out of turn number 2. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Cudney was coming in a hurry. He might have some speed to keep up with these top two here as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 31 laps complete. So 19 laps to go. Can Drew Alton hold on as they head through turn number 1 and 2? Durgan's going to try to put the pressure on them as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Right now, cooler tires could prevail as we got a pile up. And the caution flag comes out. You know, I think cautions are definitely an advantage to Drew Alton right now. Keeping those tires cool could be a big thing for him. Let's see what happens. Swank. Oh, Swank got griffined. Oh, caution flag comes out. Bunch of minor contact there. I don't think we'll see a big deal with these guys. So I think a lot of those guys might be all right. These guys, oh my God. Well, you know, this is the world that Kyle Todd kind of comes from. But I guarantee Kyle Todd likes you talking about him. All right, so we are going to work another caution flag here. We need these guys to clean up. That super race is about to come up. It is up. They're in practice right now. Going to hit they'll hit qualifying here in about 3 minutes. So we need these guys to get through this this race here. Or we're going to be missing the supers, which is a very real possibility. I knew that tonight. We'll make it for most of the supers. We might miss heat race number 1, but it is what it is. All right, should be hopefully 1 to go this time by. Let's see if they're going to stack it up 2 by 2. They do as they come across the line. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. It did make me laugh when I seen it, though. All right, we got him stacked up once again. Drew Alton needs to do another good restart here. We'll see if he's able to do so as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. I don't know if Cudney's going to like where he's at as much. It's going to be a little harder, I think, to clear lane this time by. Yeah, Damien's struggling. He's back in, like, what, 10th? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Great start by Alton as they come down the back straightaway, looking for front straightaway, looking for turn number 1. It is going to be Drew Alton leading the way. Cudney trying to clear lane. Lane's going to get in the wall. He's going to lose a ton of spots. That makes it a whole lot easier for Cudney. I know he was worried about that as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Continues to be nose to tail. Here comes Cudney. He wants a piece of the action as Alton's going to lead him out of turn number 4. Starting to stack up in the back a little bit out of turn number 4. This could get interesting. We could see another caution flag here as here comes Ward. Ward rolling the bottom, grabbing a bunch of spots in turn number 1 and 2. Back up to the front, it's going to be nose to tail as Alton continues to lead the way as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Durgan is going to have to find some way around Drew Alton. Right now, Alton playing a little bit of defense. He's going to go higher in turn number 1 and 2. Slides up to the cushion, down the back straightaway as Durgan is going to sit all over the back of him, down the back stretch into turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Durgan going to give him a little tap, lets him know he's there as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 35 laps complete. We got 15 to go as they head into 1 and 2. Oh, he gives him the bumper into turn number 1. Here comes Durgan to the outside. Durgan to the outside as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. It's going to be a drag race for turn number 3 and 4. Alton's going to keep it on the bottom. Durgan's going to go down to the bottom. Durgan's going to give him the door into turn number 3. Durgan gives him the door, but Alton's going to keep the lead out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan playing a little bit of head game here with the 100. Trying to get up in his head. Trying to let him know he's there. And apparently let him know who Daddy is as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Down. Oh, caution comes out.
In conclusion of what I was gonna say is you're slow as fuck and need to get a move.
Damien, how's my right front look?
You know, have you ever raced an asphalt, Caleb Durgan? There's such things called a draft, especially at this place. So, I'm sorry to hurt your if your ego's that big and you need to win. I'll just go on by, man.
We're gonna go see what happened here.
I seriously don't care.
Oh, Matthew gets into Trevin Lane and then gets tagged from behind. Matthews goes around. All right, drama on the track here.
Racing is to win, is it not, Drew? Am I wrong?
Cue the Dylan Yeager crash out reel.
Yeah, you go to win, but you also go to have fun. Like not everything is about winning. Sometimes
That's the
it's
top
just
two
about
talking
having
right now.
fun.
Drew, I could give a fuck less about having fun, buddy. I'm here to win.
That's you, man.
That's why I'm a winner and you're a loser. I show up to win and not have fun. You should have fun. And hopefully win. You're doing a great job at holding your own, though.
Are y'all in the green?
Yeah, Curtis, one to go, one to green.
I'm hitting fucking everyone. You better watch out.
Joseph, my bad for getting into you. I didn't realize you and Trevor got into.
All right, guys, we're going back. Green flag, as it is definitely comical. That's what I listened to the whole race, by the way, just so you know. I can hear all that chat. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by as they come down the back straightaway. A pair of kids up at the front, Drew Alton and Caleb Durgan. You know, Kenny Cudney and Brandon Barnhart could come out ahead on this one. What do you mean? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Drew Alton leading the way. Caleb Durgan in second. Durgan's going to push him. Durgan is plowing him through turn number 1 and 2. Drew Alton holding his own. And Barnhart coming out ahead of Kenny Cudney down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Alton playing defense. Durgan into the walls. They come out of turn number 4. That is going to open up the outside. Barnhart going to do it for the number 2 spot down the back straightaway. Contact between Barnhart and Durgan as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Barnhart going to take that number 2 spot away as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That is going to be huge for Drew Alton right now. Average preschool fight as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Barnhart. Barnhart almost in the back of Alton as they head through 3 and 4. It is going to be 11 laps to go. Durgan trying to get up underneath Barnhart. Down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2 is going to be Drew Alton out front. Durgan hard into the wall. Oh, we all F4s. Durgan is gone. Drew Alton leads the way. Oh boy, here we go into turn number 3 and 4. It is now between the 100 and the 101 as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Drew Alton going to continue to lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2, right, Hag? And it's going to be Alton leading. Barnhart in second as we got issues in the back. No, Cudney going the wrong way. More contact back there. Somehow they keep it straight as they head into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Alton going to continue to roll the bottom side out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, leads the way. Barnhart putting the pressure on him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Can Drew Alton take the top split win here tonight? He's going to tap the wall out of turn number 2. Here comes Barnhart trying to look with the cut down. Can't do anything with it as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. We might get there just in time for the LCQ over on those late models. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be nose to tail for the leaders into turn number 1 and 2. Barnhart putting serious pressure on Alton as they head through 1 and 2. Dylan Yeager trying to pull into that top 3 as he is working Ben Jolly down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4 side by side. Almost gets the inside wall as they come out of turn number 4. We got a battle for the lead. Here comes Barnhart down low on Alton. Down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be nose to tail. Barnhart does not get through 1 and 2 as good as Drew Alton. That is what's really costing him because he seems so good on the other end here in 3 and 4. Let's take a look. He got up underneath Alton last time. Will he do the same? Alton's going to roll the bottom through 3 and 4, protects that bottom lane as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Drew Alton leads the way. Barnhart going to go up to the high side. Will that work for him as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway? Has to find somewhere he can bring that 101 and find his way around the 100 of Drew Alton as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 5 laps to go as Ben Jolly is taking that. Oh no! Oh no! Barnhart goes around. Why is there no caution? They're still wrecking. They're still wrecking. Caution flag comes out. What happened there? Oh, he killed him. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Alton's going to come up the track, thought he was clear, and puts Barnhart in the wall. Oh! He got clobbered by E-Bill there. Oh, there was some great racing, Andrew, up until that point. Drew Alton missing a right front on the 101. Unfortunate for him. Brandon Barnhart probably going to be out of this one. Maybe they'll get that right front put back on, but that thing is not going to be as fast as it was. All right, so, oh my God.
Spotter didn't say anything. Nobody said nothing.
Can confirm E-Bill is the one without a brake.
I lifted for a corner, but like I said, I didn't see anything from me but dust.
All right, so caution flag out here once again. And Drew Alton leads the way. It's now going to be Ben Jolly in the number 2 spot. Dylan Yeager in third. Damian Ward in fourth. But you got to wonder how that car is running. Kenny Cudney in fifth. Trevin Lane in sixth. Matthews, E-Bill, Curtis Griffin, and Augie are your top 10 as it stands right now, as they are going to come out of turn at number 4. It looks like we are 1 to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. That was unfortunate for Barnhart. All right, so it is going to be a single file restart as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Drew Alton going to lead him to the green flag. Not enough. All right, Drew Alton going to lead him to the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the back straightaway. Big run for Drew Alton. He's going to pull away from the field as they head into 1 and 2. Battle looks like it's going to be for second. Here comes Yeager up underneath Jolly as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact. Big save by Yeager out of turn number 2. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. It was actually a really good race tonight. Until that just happened. And you know, that was really hard racing. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Out front, Drew Alton leads the way. Ben Jolly in second. Yeager in third. And Chaos for that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to get that 2 to go this time by. 2 to go for Dalton. For Drew Alton as they come down the back straightaway into front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Man, I am all kinds of backwards. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be Drew Alton leading the way. Ben Jolly in second. Dylan Yeager. They're going to keep it single file. We're going to go back and look at this battle as Cudney tries to hold off the field. Looks like Ward definitely took on some damage. Starting to go the wrong way as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. White flag is out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was close. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that checkered flag. This time by battle for second. It's going to be Drew Alton with the win. Yeager's going to bring it home second. Ben Jolly third. Cudney and Lane, your top 5. All right, it's going to be Drew Alton with the win here tonight. Dylan Yeager in second. Ben Jolly in that number 3 spot. Kenny Cudney in fourth. Going to be Trevin Lane in the number 5 position. Curtis Griffin in sixth. Joseph Matthews in seventh. Going to be Damian Ward in the number 8 spot. Mike Augustine in ninth. Ethan Bill in 10th. Nick Brundage going to be in 11th here tonight. Michael Swank in 12th. Tyler Yurdon in 13th. Going to be Pasika in that number 14 spot. Barnhart in 15th. Lingron 16th, Durgan 17th, and Aaron Rockefeller in that number 18 spot. Now, if you are out there and you're going to come in for interviews, I am going to do it, but I am going to switch sessions because we are supposed to be doing the super late model race. All right, they got a little funny in there. Hold on. Wrong thing. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the super race, and I'm going to see who is in here. I got to jump over here to the super race, though, because we are definitely running late for that. All right. They're going to be a couple heats deep in this one, probably. So we're going to go ahead and jump in that, and I will bring in the top 3 if they are in the Discord. Waiting for it to let me join the race. There it is. All right. So we're getting in there. Let's go see if anybody is in the Discord. Looks like Ben Jolly and Drew Alton both in the Discord. I guess it'd be good. I guess it'd be best if I joined you guys, huh? I forgot to join my Discord. All right. What a crazy race here tonight. Ben, not a bad race for you. Coming home third. Great race with you and Yeager at the end there. Up 4 spots. Third place. I mean, you have to be happy with that overall. I mean, Yeager's hard to beat to start with. He gets around you on the last lap. Overall, good race.
Hey, no, man. Just, I mean, starting like mid-pack like that, it's always hard. And you got like some fast guys in front of you and you got beyond fast guys behind you. So I just kind of kept my cool and just kind of just rolled and followed him. And I knew Yeager was always going to be fast. So me and him was pretty much going at it all race. And yeah, he got me at the end.
You know, you get caught back there. I mean, being in the top 2 or 3 is usually pretty key at a track like USA.
Yo,
I mean, I guess because
hold on, I got to mute the chat in the late model race. They're talking like crazy.
And then you park it on me.
They're good.
They don't normally talk.
I mean, you seen me had a run and
Oh, hold
Not as
on.
bad as us.
decided to block myself.
No, but I laugh at you guys.
I never touched.
Yeah.
Tonight was funny. It was actually not too bad. All right, so bracing back with those guys at a track like USA, it's always so hard to pass. Everybody's kind of everywhere. You kind of got to dodge everybody. How hard is it just to survive when you're back there?
Well, to be honest, for the first like half, I probably wasn't even really pushing, and then E-Bill, I just kind of followed him up through. After he smoked the wall, I kind of cut down, but at the same time, I kind of chopped Yeager. So, I mean, overall, it's good run for us, and I don't know, it's just this track's just beyond hard. You gotta sometimes make your entries
Yo, Jared.
wider so you can diamond them off. This track's just it's
Yeah.
so confusing.
For sure. I thought I muted them, and I guess I didn't. Well, good run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Hey, no, I can't thank Duralton enough. Main man for our builder. I can't thank him enough, Mr. Chimney, Joy Speed Secrets, and just you for not hosting, put it on the show.
Appreciate you, and good run, and I'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Drew Alton taking the top split opener here tonight. Has to feel pretty good. I know there was a little bit of drama in there, back and forth, but man,
JP,
overall,
is this thing working or not?
overall, some fantastic racing tonight.
No, it's not.
Yeah, just USA. Is
All
such
right.
like Ben said, it's such a cool dynamic.
Jared,
of a
tell
racetrack,
Travis
'cause it's
good
an
luck.
asphalt
I
racetrack,
think
it's
Tyler might straight line
not
him
designed
here.
to have dirt on it, and it just makes it really tricky and fun. But like what I was trying to explain to Durgan is like, I got the guy in second could be like a tenth better than you following the leader, but then once he gets out front, he could be terrible because the draft here is insane. Like, it's just it's like asphalt racing is basically what it is. But I do gotta say my bad to Brandon Barnhart. Like, and by mirror, I swear to God, it showed me that I was clear, and I admitted to it right away that it was my fault, and there's no other, there's nothing else. Nobody else's fault. It was mine. So I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, it was definitely, I think you got him just by the bumper bar, I think is where you hit him. I don't think you got his wheel, but it was definitely close there. Hard racing. No, speaking of hard racing, they're 4 wide for the transfer spot at Lernerville right now.
Oh, my goodness.
But overall, great race for you. You know, for most of the race, Durgan racing you pretty clean. Got a little rough there at the end there for him. And but when people were racing, I mean, there was a lot of room to race here tonight.
Yeah, like this. I mean, I don't think this place is more hard to pass than anything. Like, there's plenty of room to race. It's just like, when do you pull your shot? I guess like Durgan was following me or pushing me, or he would say pushing, but like it's one of those racetracks where I don't know if it's better to be the leader or sometimes better to run second and fit until the last couple of laps. But I'm happy with our performance. This is my first Topswood win, so Topswood opener win, so that's cool. And I knew it'd come at some point. I definitely didn't think it'd be here because I'm normally pretty bad here, so I'm happy with our results.
Well, great run here tonight. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I gotta thank my parents for getting me the rig. I gotta thank Hop Performance Specialties, Tri-City Contractors, Buzz Signs and Graphics, Jolly Speed Secrets, Jolly Paints, Dar Speed Labs, more than willing to help anybody. Buckshot Helmets, TLB, everybody. I guess I could say good race to Durgan and all of them, and good job to everybody in the race, and we'll see you next week.
Well, good run, guys, and I will see you next week. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of that one. Yeah, I know I missed a lot of it, Zach. The big block race ran over, and it looks like Dryman going to take that last transfer spot. That was chaotic for the final transfer spot. I will say that. That was definitely a chaotic transfer spot. Was the rest of the racing chaotic too, Zach? All right, I got to turn down the chat so I don't have to listen to them quite as loud. All right, we're going to go ahead and get ready for tonight's starting lineup here for the main event, as we missed all the heat racing and just the LCQ. Oh, is that chaotic? I get it. Oh, hold on. Gotta change the track name. All right, guys, we all know what time of the night it is. It is time for tonight's starting lineup. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in the number 33 machine, it is going to be Hunter Rich. Outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Steven Gaines. Starting inside, row number 2 in the 27, correct, I think? In the 27, it's going to be Brady Thompson. Outside of him in the number 23, no, in the 24, it's going to be Kevin Walker. Starting inside, row number 3 in the 07, it's going to be Riley Knoll. Outside of him in the 23, it's going to be Will Cuddy. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Chloe Feliz. Outside of him in the number 7, it's going to be Bryce Young. Starting inside, man, there's a lot of 17s. In the number 17 machine, it's going to be Cody Rayson. Outside of him, it's going to be Bradley Carter. Starting in the number 11 spot, inside row number 6, it's going to be Frankie Thompson. Outside of him, it's going to be Jeffrey Hoyt. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight is going to be the 17 of Zach Mitzner in the number 13 spot. Tyler Bradley in 14th. Travis in 15th. Copeland 16th. Logan Trimmer 17th. And Derek Dryman in that number 18th spot as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 2. It is going to be all Dryman out front. Battle's going to be for second as Thompson looks low on Hunter Rich into wow, it's all screwed up. Looks low on Gaines into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, go 17777. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for second as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Right now, it is going to be Hunter Rich out front as Thompson rolls the bottom out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Thompson going to get the advantage. Now we got a pair of 07s battling for the number 3 spot. It's going to be Noel on the bottom. Gaines up high out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Gaines going to thread the needle. Back low on Thompson. Thompson slides up the track in front of Thompson. Here comes Thompson back down low as Gaines rolls high into turn number 1 and 2. Gaines going to get a good run on the high side out of turn number 2. Little bobble there. Almost jumps the cushion. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Bottom side is definitely digging right now. But big run for Gaines as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. When will that top lane... When will that top lane start to come in? It looks like Gaines is starting to gain some speed. Up on the top side, going to take the number 2 spot. Now he's going to set his sights on the leaders. They come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Big run for Gaines. He's going to look up underneath Rich. Into the back bumper of Rich out of turn number 4. Thought Rich was going to go to the high side. High side is definitely starting to dig. Watch Gaines work that high side into turn number 1 and 2. Rich is going to adjust. He runs the high side 2 down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Gaines all the way to the top at 3 and 4. Watch the run off of turn number 4. Let's see if this pays off for him. Big run down the front straightaway. He's going to go to the bottom of 1 and 2. Gaines trying to find his way around Hunter Rich. Rich playing a little bit of defense in that number 33 as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Gaines runs the high side. Rich going to slide up the track as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Gaines going to go all the way to the top this time. All the way to the top. Big run down the back straightaway. Goes low, looking for the lead into turn number 3. He's going to shove it up the track. Slides up to the top. Who's going to lead this time? By new race leader and Stephen Gaines into turn number 1 and 2. Gaines going to go back to second as Rich runs the slide in 1 and 2. Big cut down by Gaines. Gaines going to ship it into 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Rich almost over the edge. That's going to open the door for Thompson. Thompson down low on Hunter Rich as Gaines keeps the lead this time by. Rich going to slide up the track almost into Gaines. Takes second. Cut down by Hunter Rich. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. They are dancing at the front of the pack as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Bradley Thompson down low. Hunter Rich up high. Hunter going to dig out of turn number 2. Here comes Riley Knoll. Knoll on the binders. Almost in the back of Thompson as they head into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It is going to be the Gaines show out front right now. Here comes Walker down low, trying to find his way around. Noel going to follow back in line as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Rich has that top side starting to work a little bit here for him as they come down the back front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Can Hunter Rich find... Oh, Rich off the edge in turn number 2. Rich going to come off the edge. That's going to give second place to Thompson. Third place to Walker. Valise in that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag comes out for Hunter Rich as he could not make his way back up on the track. Oh, he does right there, but can't quite make it all the way back out. That brings out the yellow flag for the number 33. Caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. What a race so far as Stephen Gaines leads the way. All right, so Stephen Gaines to the lead. Now it's going to be Brady Thompson in that number 2 spot. Walker in third. Valiza in fourth. Noel, Cuddy, your top 6. It's going to get interesting here, guys. Don't want to go anywhere. If we're going to see more people falling off the edge, we are, 15 laps into this event, roughly? Yeah, 15 laps complete. Going to be 16 complete when they take the green flag. Cuddy having a little bit of fun out there outside of the track. Let's see if they get the one to go this time by. We'll find out. Looks like it is one to go. We're going to re-rack them, restack them. Looking for the green flag here once again. This is the last one tonight, Landon. All right, we've got a couple cars on pit road trying to make their way back out. It is going to be Gaines leading the way into turn number 3. He's going to start this race. Oh. Hey, these are the top split officials, so green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Thompson looking low. Gaines going to get a good run out of turn number 2. Thompson going to have his hands full as he's got Valise all over the back of him into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Pretty calm for the top 2. They're going to try to take it 3 wide for third as Walker was looking to thread the needle, not able to do it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Thompson going to try to stay. Wow, it is crazy back there. I saw 3 and 4 wide as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Valise continues to roll that number 3 spot. Might be a little bit of an issue in the back. It is people jockeying 4 positions, including our pole sitter, Hunter Rich. After going off the edge, he's trying to make his way back up to the front as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Oh, big contact back there as Noel is stuck in a Hornets net. He was up at the front a little while ago. Now all the way back. He's going to go up over the edge and turn number 3 and 4. Will that bring out the caution? It does not. He pulls back out of the track as Gaines continues to lead. So Thompson doing a good job staying with Gaines right now, but pretty calm there as it looks like most of the field is thin their way out until you get about halfway through. Hunter Rich all the way back up to the number 10 spot already, looking for more. Oh, we got one up over the edge. That's going to be Frankie Thompson over the edge in that 1T. He's going to go to the back of the pack as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Rich now up to 3rd. He's looking for up to 9th. He's up 8 spots, looking for that number 8 spot. Up ahead of him is they're going to be 3 wide. Mitzer in the middle of chaos out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. This is absolutely crazy, and I don't know how Tyler is driving that thing. He's got a ton of damage on that number 51 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job by the 45. Oh, the 51 up and over. Back up to the front. Gaines continuing to lead, pulling away from the rest of the pack. Battle's going to be for 3rd. Oh, no. Thompson over the edge of the track onto turn number 2. So Thompson up and over. That's going to move Coy into the number 2 spot. Walker in 3rd as they come out of turn number 4. Gaines is going to definitely be hoping no caution flag comes out as he has made a ton of ground on the rest of the field. Tons of breathing room as it stands right now as we got more issues in the back. Caution flag comes out. Looks like Copeland might have been involved in that one. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. So we are seeing drivers up and over that edge, jumping the berm. Oh, Copeland going to do the same thing, but let's see what happens. Oh, he's going to stop, and that is going to bring out the caution right there as he is up over the edge. What's up, Smiles? As we work the caution flag here once again tonight, Stephen Gaines leads the way in that 07. All right, so good race so far. What are we? How many laps are we in? That ticker's wrong. So, all right, so we are 26 laps complete. We are past the halfway point. As we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag, I think this time by. I'm doing good. How about you, Smiles? How about you? All right, it looks like we might be going green flag this time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Gaines going to lead the field. Coy on his outside. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Good jump by Gaines as Coy's going to have some company. Here comes Walker up the track, tries to put the brakes. He does put the brakes on Valise. Here comes Cuddy. He's going to take advantage, looking for a twofer as we got a big door by Hunter Rich into turn number 3. Hunter Rich threw an absolute door into the side of Carter, I believe it was, as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Carter going to go the wrong way as Thompson has some more issues as they come down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Oh, Carter going to be all over the back of Hunter Rich down the front straightaway in 1 and 2. Cuddy looking for that number 2 spot as they come through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to park it on Valise. Valise down low. Oh, Cuddy is over the edge. Cuddy is over the edge in the 23. He's going to get back out there. No caution flag. What a move by Cuddy. I don't know how he made it back out on the track. Oh, the 51 is over. Back out front. Gaines going to continue to lead Walker in second as we got absolute chaos here in the middle and the back of the back. Oh, that's going to be a caution. No, they don't go caution. We got a big save by Bryce Young. Oh, more contact. Knoll sideways. Big brakes. They're still making contact. The 51 off the track once again. Oh, man, he has spent more time outside the track than he has in the track as they come down the back straightaway. Gaines continues to lead. Walker with breathing room in second. And Hunter Rich is back up into the number 3 spot after going off earlier. 33 laps in the books, 17 laps to go. Can Hunter Rich make his way back up into this battle as we got another car, Mitzner, off the track in that number 17 out of turn number 2. He's going to make his way back in. He's in the number 8 spot. Good run for him as we move back up to the front. Here comes Thompson. Thompson going to slide racing back up underneath out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Yeah, poor 51. Who won the big block race? Drew Alton. Slide job by racing. Here comes Thompson back underneath. Thompson going to slide him into turn number 1 and 2. Cut down by racing. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Takes that spot back. Moody doesn't race the Monday night ones. Into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Thompson all over the back of racing. Pushes him down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job by Thompson. Thompson back up the track. Racing back up underneath out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. A1 slides up the track. Thompson back with the cut down out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Big slide from Thompson. Thompson, plenty of room. Slides up the track. Cut down. Yeah, he'll be there Wednesday. Cut down by racing out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Once again, Thompson back with the cut down. It is the Gaines show out front. He'll be back both days. Fish smiles. As Spaulding is going to go around. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag is out. 38 laps complete. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Looks like Riley Knoll wasn't happy with him, maybe. Oh, the 51 going to go around again. Oh, my God. He has had a rough night. I don't think there's a part of that car. I don't know how he has an incident pointed out. He's going to go ahead and say he has had enough and takes the tow. Rough night for the 51 car as he is going to call it a night. And we are going to go back green flag racing with about 11 laps to go. Looks like Riley Knoll has a black flag. Yeah, that was a good battle. It was a great battle for sure. We're going to see it going back again here as they're going to stack them up side by side. Watch the 33 of Hunter Rich, though. Hunter Rich has made his way back up through the field after going over the edge. He was at the back of the pack, had to navigate all that chaos behind you, and has made it back up into the number 3 spot. Remember, he was our pole sitter. Gaines looked faster, but who knows? Hunter Rich could be back in now as we are going green flag this time by, I believe it's going to be an 11-lap shootout. Buckle up. This is about to get wild. Demon, did I just see you jump in? All right, into turn number 3. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, it is going to be Gaines into 1 and 2. Here comes Hunter Rich. Hunter Rich looking for second, looking for first. Slide job in 1 and 2. Cut down by Gaines and Walker as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Walker going to shove it up in there. He almost became a sandwich there as they come out of turn number 4. Rich had to do some evasive driving as he is going to slide into turn number 1 and 2. Once again, Gaines with a big cut down. Barely killed his momentum as they come down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. You want Hunter to... What? You want Hunter to win? All right. There's a good chance. Oh, no, he gets the wall. Down the front straightaway. That's going to cost him. Here comes Thompson in the 27B. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Thompson going to slide him in 3 and 4 up the track. Rich going to come back with the cut down. Clean cut down down to turn number 4. Oh, nope, not so clean. Bangs the wall into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Hunter Rich back up into the number 3 spot as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Gaines continues to lead. 7 laps to go for Stephen Gaines as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Walker in that number 2 spot. Hunter Rich in third. Brady Thompson. I don't know why I called you Bradley. My bad. Hunter, you want anybody but Stephen Gaines? Is that what you're saying? Slide job by Thompson. Thompson going to slide up the track almost over the edge. Rich going to come back with the cut down. Easily takes the spot back into turn number 3. Through turn number 3 and 4, Kevin Walker trying to close in on Stephen Gaines. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for the number 3 spot is what is on your screen. Hunter Rich has it. Brady Thompson wants it as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It will be 4 to go this time by. 4 laps to go as Stephen Gaines continues to lead. Let's go find us a battle. Looks like Dryman out of the Conti has made his way up into the number 6 spot. He's got Metzner. Metzner having a great race, currently running in the number 7 position as they get 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Zachary trying to find that spot around Dryman as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Man, these guys have some serious damage through the pack as they come out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go as Gaines continues to lead. Walker trying to give him all the pressure he can. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be white flag, 1 lap to go. Here is the question. Will Walker try to send it into turn number 3 and 4? Gaines going to lead him out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway one last time. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Gaines going to play the defense. Slides through 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Stephen Gaines. Kevin Walker, Hunter Rich, Brady Thompson, and Cody Racing. Your top 5. Rich going to wreck it at the end there. Good race here. Good race here. Let's go through the results. I doubt anybody will jump in Discord. All right, it's going to be Stephen Gaines with the win here tonight. Kevin Walker in second. Hunter Rich in third. Going to be Brady Thompson in the number 4 spot. Cody Racing in 5th. Derek Dryman in 6th. Going to be Mitzner in that number 7 spot. Cody in 8th. Logan Trimmer in 9th. Going to be Zachary Hyatt in the number 10 spot. Carter in 11th. Bryce Young in 12th. Going to be Frankie Thompson in that number 13 spot. Travis Carruthers in 14th. Copeland 15th. Noel 16th. Spradley 17th. And Coy Valise in that number 18th spot. We don't usually get these guys in here, but I'm going to take a peek, see if anybody has jumped in here. I don't see Gaines, Walker, or Hunter Rich. I think Gaines is the only one with my Discord in the top 3 that I know have it. Boo. But guys, that is going to be it for tonight. I got a race to go run myself here in about 30 minutes. We're going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks everybody for coming out. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.